Have you ever felt like life is closing in on you? Like every step forward is met with a wall, and the weight of the world is pressing down so hard that it feels impossible to breathe? That crushing sense of doubt, fear, and frustration. It's a feeling we all know too well. But what if I told you that within you lies a power far greater than any obstacle, any failure, any fear? What if the way you think, the way you see yourself in the world, holds the key to transforming every struggle into fuel for unstoppable growth? Imagine waking up tomorrow with a mind that refuses to bend under pressure, a spirit that rises above negativity, and a heart that radiates unshakable confidence. That reality isn't a distant dream. It starts with one choice, one decision to claim your mental freedom and build an unbreakable positive mental attitude. Right now, your mind is shaping your life. Every thought, every belief, every fleeting doubt is silently scripting your future. If you allow negativity to dominate, it will. If you choose resilience, it will respond. This is a moment where transformation begins, where you stop letting the world dictate your limits and start commanding your own destiny. Your life isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. And the first step toward mastering that response is understanding the incredible power you already carry inside. It's a power that can turn failure into wisdom, pain into strength, and fear into courage. The question is, will you awaken it today? Consider for a moment the difference between someone who complains about their circumstances and someone who refuses to let circumstances define them. One sees walls, the other sees doors. One feels trapped, the other feels unstoppable. That is the essence of a positive mental attitude. It's not about denying hardship. It's not about pretending life is easy. It's about seeing every challenge as an opportunity, every setback as a lesson, and every moment of doubt as a signal to rise higher than before. And here's the most powerful truth. The mind you train today becomes the life you live tomorrow. If you cultivate positivity, focus, and resilience now, nothing external can break you. Not failure, not criticism, not the storms of life. By choosing to stay with me through this journey, you will discover the tools and mindset shifts that will allow you to rise when others fall, to persevere when hope seems lost, and to thrive in ways you may have never imagined. You will learn how to silence the inner critic that whispers you can't and replace it with a voice that roars, I will. You will uncover the hidden triggers in your brain that shape your attitude and learn how to rewire them for unstoppable optimism. And the reward for embracing this knowledge is nothing short of life-changing, clarity, courage, and a deep, unshakable confidence in your ability to handle anything life throws your way. So I ask you again, not as a question, but as a challenge. Are you ready to stop being a passenger in your own life and become the driver of your destiny? Are you ready to break free from the chains of doubt, fear, and negativity? The path won't always be easy, but the moment you commit to this journey, everything changes. Every thought, every action, every decision from this point forward can be a step toward a life of unstoppable positivity, power, and purpose. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn will ignite a fire in your mind that can never be extinguished. And once that fire burns, nothing will ever be the same again. Right now, your mind may be filled with doubts, regrets, and what ifs. Whispers that try to convince you that you're not enough, that you can't rise above your circumstances. But every single one of those thoughts is just noise. They have no power over you unless you give it to them. Imagine for a moment if you could take control of that inner dialogue, if you could turn it into a voice that encourages, inspires, and drives you forward with relentless determination. That is the true essence of an unbreakable, positive mental attitude. It begins with mastering the conversation inside your own mind. Every thought you nurture, every belief you hold, shapes your actions, your choices, and ultimately, the life you create. The more you feed courage, hope, and optimism, the more unstoppable you become. Your brain is designed to seek patterns, to notice threats, to remember failures. It does this to protect you, but too often, it traps you in cycles of fear and negativity. That is not weakness, it's biology. But biology is not destiny. The human mind is incredibly malleable. You can train it to focus on solutions rather than problems, to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to respond to challenges with strength rather than surrender. Every thought you choose to reinforce becomes a brick in the foundation of your mental fortress. The stronger your mindset, the more resilient your spirit, and the more unstoppable your journey becomes. You already have the capacity to rewire your mind. The only requirement is consistent action, guided by awareness and intention. Every day you make countless choices that determine the quality of your life. What you read, the words you speak, the people you surround yourself with, and the thoughts you entertain, they are all shaping your mental environment. If you choose negativity, criticism, and doubt, you reinforce fear and limitation. If you choose positivity, encouragement, and faith in yourself, you strengthen courage and confidence. The secret is not in waiting for life to get easier. The secret is in becoming stronger, smarter, and more adaptable than any challenge life can throw at you. The power to transform your circumstances begins with a single, unwavering commitment to take full responsibility for your mind and refuse to allow negativity to dictate your life. Picture yourself standing tall, unshaken by criticism, unafraid of failure, and fully confident in your ability to face whatever comes. That image is not a fantasy. It is entirely achievable. Every act of focus, every moment of self-discipline, every decision to see the good in adversity builds this reality. The world will always offer reasons to doubt, but you have the choice to rise above them. You have the choice to cultivate an attitude that is impervious to negativity, one that thrives on challenge and turns setbacks into stepping stones. Your mental strength becomes your shield, your guide, and your source of unstoppable momentum. The reward of mastering your mind is freedom, the freedom to live with purpose, courage, and clarity. It is the ability to confront every obstacle with confidence, to pursue your goals relentlessly, and to create a life defined not by circumstance, but by your own unwavering will. Every day you commit to strengthening your mind, you step closer to a life of unshakable positivity and limitless potential. Refuse to settle for ordinary. Refuse to let fear dictate your path. Stand firm, sharpen your mind, and embrace the power within you, because the strength you cultivate today will carry you through every challenge tomorrow. You are capable. You are resilient. You are unstoppable. Every thought you entertain is like a seed planted in the soil of your mind. Some seeds grow into weeds of doubt, fear, and limitation, while others blossom into towering trees of courage, confidence, and unstoppable drive. The difference lies in conscious choice. Too often we let our minds wander, absorbing negativity from the world around us, allowing old fears and insecurities to take root without question. But what if you decided today to guard your mind with the same vigilance you would a treasure chest filled with gold? Because that is exactly what it is. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your attitude are the most valuable assets you will ever own. Nurture them, protect them, and watch as they create a life that surpasses every expectation you've ever held. The brain craves certainty, comfort, and familiarity. That is why change feels uncomfortable, why growth feels hard, and why stepping into your full potential can feel like walking into a storm. But storms do not last forever. What lasts is the strength you cultivate while facing them. Every moment of discomfort, every instance where fear tries to pull you back, is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are stronger than your challenges. When you refuse to give in to doubt, when you train your mind to seek solutions instead of surrendering to problems, you transform obstacles into fuel. Your resilience grows, your confidence deepens, and your sense of purpose sharpens. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstances. You are the force shaping them. The most powerful weapon in your arsenal is your attention. What you focus on expands. If you dwell on failure, you amplify it. If you dwell on fear, it grows. But if you focus on strength, growth, and possibility, you ignite momentum that carries you forward like a wave that cannot be stopped. Every thought you deliberately choose becomes a building block in the fortress of your mind. Each day, you reinforce positivity, clarity, and determination. You make yourself unbreakable. Life will test you, push you to your limits, and challenge the boundaries of your courage. But the mind trained in unshakable positivity does not bend, it does not crumble, and it does not surrender. It rises. Always take a moment to feel the power of your own mind. It is capable of envisioning victories that seem impossible, solving problems that appear insurmountable, and generating courage in moments when the world seems designed to crush you. That power is not reserved for the lucky or the talented. It belongs to you here and now if you claim it. The challenge is simple. Decide to take control, commit to the discipline of positive thought, and refuse to allow negativity, fear, or doubt to dictate your life. Every choice you make in favor of growth strengthens the unbreakable foundation of your mental attitude. And every choice you make against it allows weakness to creep back in. Your mind is the battlefield where every victory begins. The stronger you become here, the less any external force can shake you. Imagine living each day with a mind so resilient, so focused, and so unwavering that no setback can derail you, no criticism can diminish you, and no fear can control you. That is not a dream. It is a result of deliberate, consistent, and disciplined mental training. Start now. Guard your thoughts, sharpen your focus, and feed your mind only what empowers you. Every moment you invest in this is a moment invested in the life you were born to live, limitless, courageous, and unstoppable. Your mind is your fortress. Build it unbreakable. Every day you are faced with a choice. You can let circumstances dictate your emotions, control your actions, and shape your destiny, or you can seize the power within you to take full command of your mind, your attitude, and your life. This choice is not theoretical. It is the difference between drifting through life, reacting to every challenge with fear and frustration, and moving with deliberate force, shaping each moment with clarity, courage, and purpose. The strength of your mental attitude determines the quality of every experience you will ever have. When you cultivate positivity, resilience, and unwavering focus, you create a shield that no setback can penetrate, no criticism can dent, and no obstacle can destroy. Think about the times you allowed fear or doubt to control your decisions. Notice the weight it placed on your shoulders, the way it drained energy, confidence, and momentum. That was a moment where your mind was surrendered, where your potential was left untapped. But now recognize this, those moments do not define you. They are proof that you have the capacity to choose differently. Each time you consciously decide to think with courage, to focus on possibility instead of limitation, to see opportunity where others see failure, you are training your mind to become unbreakable. You are reinforcing a new habit, a new pattern, a new identity. You are proving to yourself that you are not at the mercy of life. You are its commander. The mind thrives on repetition. What you practice grows stronger. When you practice positivity, optimism, and disciplined thought, you are forging neural pathways that make resilience your default state. The challenges of life will not disappear, but your response to them will transform. You will begin to see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as invitations to grow, to stretch beyond the comfort zone, and to strengthen the very core of who you are. Every moment of resistance you overcome is a victory that compounds, creating momentum that carries you through the toughest storms. The stronger your mental attitude, the faster you rise, the more powerful your actions become, and the deeper your confidence roots itself in unshakable certainty. Your emotions are shaped by the thoughts you choose to engage with. Negativity triggers fear, anxiety, and paralysis. Positivity triggers courage, clarity, and unstoppable momentum. The most successful and fulfilled people do not live free from challenges. They live free from the power of challenges to control them. They have learned to master their inner world. They know that the greatest battles are won in the mind long before they manifest in action. And this mastery is not reserved for the few. It is available to anyone who is willing to commit, who is willing to discipline their thoughts, and who refuses to surrender their mental sovereignty to circumstance. Imagine the impact of waking up every day with a mind that refuses to break, a spirit that refuses to bow, and a focus so sharp that nothing can shake your direction. Imagine the clarity, the energy, and the courage that come from having total command over your thoughts. That life is within reach because the power to create it exists inside you. Every thought you cultivate, every belief you reinforce, and every action you take in alignment with unshakable positivity strengthens your mental armor. Commit fully to this path. Guard your mind. Feed its strength. Build a mental attitude so resilient that nothing in the world can stop you from becoming the person you were born to be. Your mind is your most powerful weapon, and the moment you choose to wield it consciously, you become unstoppable. Your mind is the battlefield, and your thoughts are the weapons. Every fear you hold, every doubt you entertain, every negative thought you allow to linger weakens your position. But every act of courage, every choice to focus on possibility, every deliberate decision to cultivate positivity strengthens your inner fortress. Strength does not come from avoiding challenges. Strength comes from facing them head on, armed with the unshakable belief that you are capable of overcoming anything. When your mental attitude is forged in the fires of discipline, resilience, and hope, no external force can break you. You become a force of nature, unyielding, unstoppable, and unstoppable in pursuit of your purpose. Consider how often life tests your patience, your courage, and your persistence. Every difficulty, every setback, every moment of adversity is an opportunity to exercise your mental strength. It is a chance to prove to yourself that you are more powerful than the circumstances surrounding you. Most people allow these moments to define them. They react with fear, frustration, and surrender, but you have the chance to respond differently. You can take the same events and use them as fuel, as lessons, as stepping stones toward an unbreakable mindset. The choice is yours. Every moment you choose courage over fear, focus over distraction, and positivity over doubt, you are building a foundation that will carry you through life's most challenging storms. Your thoughts shape your emotions, and your emotions drive your actions. This is a law of life that cannot be ignored. When you think positively, you feel empowered. When you feel empowered, you act decisively. When you act decisively, results follow. The chain reaction begins within your mind. This is why mastering your thoughts is not optional. It is essential. The mental attitude you cultivate dictates your energy, your confidence, your resilience, and ultimately the trajectory of your life. Negativity weakens, positivity strengthens, fear paralyzes, courage propels. Every day you commit to this practice, you strengthen the part of yourself that can endure, overcome, and thrive no matter the challenges ahead. Every external circumstance is neutral. It is your interpretation, your perception, and your response that gives it power over you. You can choose to let setbacks discourage you, or you can choose to see them as catalysts for growth. You can let criticism demoralize you, or you can let it refine and strengthen you. You can allow failure to define you, or you can allow it to teach you, to shape you, and to make you unbreakable. The mental attitude you cultivate is the lens through which you view the world. Sharpen that lens. Align it with courage, positivity, and relentless determination. The clarity it brings will allow you to navigate life with precision, confidence, and unstoppable momentum. Imagine the life you could create if you never allowed a single negative thought to dictate your mood, your choices, or your actions. Imagine moving through each day with unwavering confidence, relentless focus, and unshakable hope. That life is entirely possible because the power to create it lies within you. It is not found in external circumstances or luck. It is forged in your mind through disciplined thought, conscious choice, and relentless cultivation of a positive mental attitude. Commit now to this practice. Guard your thoughts, train your mind, and build a mental strength so resilient that nothing can deter you. You are capable. You are relentless. You are unstoppable. Every time you let a negative thought slip into your mind, you are giving away a piece of your power. Every time you doubt yourself, question your worth, or fear the unknown, you are allowing temporary circumstances to dictate permanent limits. But what if you decided right now that nothing external will ever have that power over you again? What if you refuse to let fear, criticism, or failure control your actions, your emotions, or your destiny? This is the heart of an unbreakable positive mental attitude, the relentless commitment to control your mind, to direct your thoughts, and to refuse to surrender your inner strength to the chaos of life. The moment you claim this power, everything changes. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Each time you confront fear instead of running, each time you replace doubt with courage, and each time you see possibility where others see impossibility, you are building mental muscle that cannot be broken. Life will always throw challenges, obstacles, and setbacks in your path. It is inevitable. But your ability to respond with focus, resilience, and positivity is entirely within your control. When you consistently choose thoughts that empower, you create a feedback loop that fuels confidence, strengthens resolve, and accelerates growth. The stronger your mindset, the less life can shake you. Every success you admire, every person you see who seems unshakable, has mastered this principle. They have learned that circumstances do not create strength. Habit, discipline, and mental focus do. They have trained their minds to seek solutions rather than dwell on problems, to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, and to act decisively regardless of fear. This is not talent or luck. It is deliberate practice, sustained effort, and unyielding commitment. And it is available to you here and now if you are willing to embrace it fully. The question is, will you? The power of a positive mental attitude lies in its ability to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. When your thoughts are aligned with courage, hope, and determination, your actions follow naturally. You begin to notice opportunities that others overlook. You begin to attract possibilities instead of problems. You begin to move through life with a sense of certainty, energy, and unstoppable momentum. And this momentum is self-reinforcing. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes until resilience, clarity, and confidence are no longer occasional states, but your natural condition. Imagine waking up each day without fear dictating your decisions, without doubt slowing your progress, and without negativity clouding your vision. Imagine stepping into every challenge with unwavering focus, unshakable courage, and relentless determination. That life is not a fantasy. It is entirely achievable through the deliberate cultivation of an unbreakable, positive mental attitude. Your mind is the key. Your choices are the mechanism. Every thought you nurture, every belief you reinforce, and every action you take in alignment with strength, hope, and focus moves you closer to a life defined not by circumstance, but by the unstoppable power within you. Claim it, protect it, strengthen it. Nothing outside you can ever break it unless you allow it. You are unstoppable. You are powerful. You are limitless. Every thought you allow to dominate your mind either builds you up or tears you down. It is the invisible force that drives your actions, shapes your emotions, and ultimately determines the life you live. Too often, people give away this power, letting negativity, fear, and self-doubt dictate their every decision. But you do not have to live that way. You have the ability right now to take control of your inner world, to choose thoughts that elevate you, empower you, and propel you forward with unstoppable momentum, to develop a mental attitude so strong, so unshakable, that nothing outside of you can influence your courage, your confidence, or your purpose. Every challenge you face is not an obstacle designed to stop you. It is a test to see how committed you are to mastering yourself. Your strength is measured not by what happens to you, but by how you respond. Each time you choose courage over fear, action over hesitation, and possibility over limitation, you reinforce a mental framework that makes you resilient, focused, and relentless. Your mind becomes a sanctuary of strength, clarity, and positivity, a place where no setback can erode your spirit, no criticism can shake your confidence, and no failure can define your potential. Your mental attitude is not just about thinking positively, it is about thinking powerfully. It is about training your mind to seek solutions when everyone else sees problems. It is about developing the ability to remain calm, focused, and decisive when life is chaotic. It is about transforming fear into fuel, doubt into determination, and adversity into opportunity. This is not a gift reserved for a select few. It is a skill, a discipline, and a habit that anyone can cultivate. The question is not whether it is possible, but whether you are willing to commit to the work, the focus, and the unwavering dedication it requires. Every day, the world presents distractions, challenges, and negativity designed to weaken your resolve. But these forces only have the power you give them. When your mind is trained to prioritize courage, positivity, and determination, external chaos cannot penetrate your focus. You begin to move through life with a sense of certainty that is magnetic. Your decisions become sharper, your energy becomes more directed, and your confidence becomes unshakable. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstance. You are the master of your destiny. Visualize a life where your mind refuses to be broken, where setbacks are temporary, and where negativity has no authority over your thoughts or actions. That life is available to you through deliberate practice and consistent mental discipline. Every thought you nurture, every belief you reinforce, and every choice you make in alignment with strength and optimism builds a fortress around your spirit. That fortress will protect you, guide you, and propel you toward achievements you once thought impossible. The path to an unbreakable positive mental attitude is yours to claim. Guard it fiercely, feed it consciously, and let it shape the extraordinary life you were born to live. You are capable. You are resilient. You are unstoppable. Every day, your mind is bombarded with choices, some conscious, many unconscious, that shape your attitude, your energy, and the trajectory of your life. Every thought you dwell on, every belief you reinforce, and every perspective you choose to adopt is quietly sculpting the reality you experience. Negativity is easy to fall into because it is familiar, because it feels safe, and because the world constantly feeds it to you. But familiarity is not strength. Safety is not power. True strength comes from deliberately choosing thoughts that challenge the status quo, that elevate your perspective, and that insist on growth, even when it is uncomfortable. Every moment you refuse to let fear, doubt, or criticism dominate your mind, you reinforce the foundation of an unbreakable mental attitude. Your mind is a command center. It processes, interprets, and reacts to every stimulus in your life. When you train it to operate from positivity, clarity, and courage, your decisions become sharper, your actions more effective, and your results unstoppable. When you surrender control to negativity, your energy dissipates, your focus fractures, and your potential diminishes. This is why mastery of your inner world is the most powerful weapon you can wield. The ability to direct your thoughts consciously, to cultivate resilience intentionally, and to embrace optimism relentlessly determines not just how you survive life, but how you thrive in it. Every setback you encounter is an invitation to strengthen this mastery. Each criticism is a test of your focus. Every failure is an opportunity to prove to yourself that your mental strength is greater than any external circumstance. The world will always attempt to challenge you, to push you off balance, and to tempt you into negativity, but your response is entirely within your control. When your mental attitude is rooted in positivity, every challenge becomes fuel for growth, every obstacle becomes a stepping stone, and every moment of doubt becomes an opportunity to reinforce your inner strength. Consider the power of a mind that refuses to be broken, a mind that remains calm in chaos, focused in distraction, and confident in uncertainty. That mind is magnetic. It attracts opportunities, it ignites action, and it generates momentum that cannot be stopped. It turns adversity into advantage and setbacks into lessons. Every thought you intentionally choose to strengthen your courage, optimism, and determination compounds over time, creating a life defined not by external conditions, but by the unshakable power of your own mind. Imagine moving through each day with unwavering confidence, clarity, and resilience. Imagine seeing every obstacle as a challenge to overcome, every fear as a signal to rise higher, and every moment of doubt as a chance to reinforce your strength. That life is not distant. It's created through disciplined thought, deliberate action, and relentless focus on cultivating a positive mental attitude. Your mind is the key, and every choice you make in its favor is a step toward a life of limitless potential, unstoppable energy, and unbreakable courage. Claim that power, guard it, strengthen it, let it guide you to the extraordinary life you are destined to live. You are capable, you are relentless, you are unstoppable. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. Every belief you hold, every perspective you adopt, and every mental habit you reinforce is quietly designing the life you live. Negativity shapes limitations. Fear builds hesitation, doubt erodes confidence, but the reverse is equally true. Positivity fuels courage. Optimism generates momentum. Determination cultivates resilience. The quality of your mind directly shapes the quality of your life. When you choose to think with intention, to focus on strength instead of weakness, and to see opportunity instead of limitation, you are creating a life that reflects the unbreakable power of your inner world. The mind that is disciplined, focused, and positive becomes an unstoppable force. It sees challenges not as threats, but as tests of strength. It faces adversity not with despair, but with strategy and courage. It converts obstacles into stepping stones, doubt into determination, and fear into fuel. Every thought that reinforces resilience, every mental habit that cultivates hope, and every choice that prioritizes growth strengthens the foundation of a mental attitude that cannot be broken. This is not abstract theory. It is the core principle that separates those who merely react to life from those who command it, shaping their destiny with clarity, focus, and unwavering strength. Your emotions are shaped by your thoughts, and your actions are shaped by your emotions. This is a chain reaction that starts in the mind. Negativity triggers fear, hesitation, and confusion, which leads to poor decisions and lost opportunities. Positivity triggers courage, focus, and clarity, which leads to decisive action and remarkable results. Every day you have the choice to strengthen this chain in your favor. Every moment you replace self-doubt with belief, complaint with gratitude, and fear with courage, you are training your mind to operate at the highest level. This is the power of an unbreakable positive mental attitude. It makes you unstoppable from the inside out. Life will always offer reasons to falter, to question yourself, and to surrender. Challenges, setbacks, criticism, and uncertainty are constants. But the mind trained in positivity does not allow these external forces to control it. It remains anchored in focus, guided by purpose, and driven by relentless determination. Every negative thought that arises is met with a stronger, deliberate thought that reinforces your strength. Every moment of hesitation is countered by deliberate action. Every doubt is neutralized by unwavering belief. This is not luck or talent, it is disciplined mental mastery, and it is within your reach. Visualize the life that comes from this mastery. A life where no criticism can shake your confidence, no failure can diminish your courage, and no obstacle can slow your momentum. A life where your mind is calm in chaos, sharp in complexity, and unwavering in the face of adversity. That life is created by the choices you make in the present, the thoughts you cultivate, and the habits you reinforce. Your mind is the command center. Your mental attitude is the engine. Every action you take in alignment with positivity, resilience, and determination strengthens it, shaping a life that is unstoppable, courageous, and extraordinary. Claim this power. Protect it. Build it relentlessly. You are capable. You are unstoppable. You are limitless. Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever possess. Every thought you nurture, every belief you reinforce, and every perspective you adopt determines the energy, focus, and results you experience in life. Negativity is a trap, fear a chain, and doubt a weight. But positivity, courage, and unwavering belief are wings. The choice of what you feed your mind is the most significant decision you will make each day. When you decide to cultivate thoughts that empower, to focus on possibilities instead of limitations, and to act with relentless determination, you are building a mental attitude that is unbreakable, unshakable, and unstoppable. The strength of your mind is revealed in moments of challenge. When pressure rises, when circumstances shift, and when fear whispers, an unbreakable mental attitude does not waver. It does not hesitate. It does not allow circumstances to define it. Instead, it rises, adapts, and acts with clarity, precision, and courage. Every obstacle becomes a proving ground, every difficulty a training ground, and every setback a tool for building resilience. The more you practice this discipline, the more automatic it becomes. You begin to respond to life not with reaction, but with deliberate action guided by inner strength and unwavering focus. Every thought you allow to dominate your mind either strengthens or weakens you. Negative thinking triggers fear, frustration, and hesitation, which in turn influence your behavior and the outcomes you create. Positive thinking, however, triggers confidence, clarity, and courage, which drives action, creates momentum, and produces extraordinary results. This is not abstract theory, it is science. The neural pathways in your brain strengthen with repetition, meaning the thoughts you focus on most often become your default patterns. By consistently choosing empowering, solution-focused, and courageous thoughts, you are literally rewiring your brain to operate at peak mental performance. Life will always offer distractions, setbacks, and criticism designed to shake your focus and test your resolve. These external forces only have the power you give them. When your mental attitude is disciplined, focused, and positive, nothing outside of you can control your energy, your confidence, or your actions. Every negative thought can be countered with a stronger, empowering thought. Every doubt can be replaced by a belief in your ability to overcome. Every fear can be transformed into fuel for action. The more you practice this, the more resilient, confident, and unstoppable you become. Picture yourself moving through each day with a mind that is unshakable, a spirit that is relentless, and a focus that is unwavering. Every challenge becomes an opportunity. Every setback becomes a stepping stone. Every moment of doubt becomes a chance to reinforce your strength. That life is not distant or unattainable. It is created through deliberate mental discipline, conscious choice, and relentless practice. Your mind is your command center. Your mental attitude is your engine. And every thought you cultivate in alignment with courage, optimism, and determination builds a life of extraordinary power and limitless potential. Guard it, strengthen it, and unleash it. You are capable. You are unstoppable. You are limitless. Every thought you allow to linger in your mind shapes the life you live. Negativity builds walls. Fear erects barriers. Doubt drains energy. But positivity opens doors, courage clears paths, and belief ignites action. The mind that is trained, disciplined, and focused becomes an unstoppable force, capable of transforming challenges into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, and adversity into momentum. Every moment you choose empowering thoughts, every instant you refuse to surrender to fear, and every decision you make in alignment with resilience strengthens a mental attitude that cannot be broken, shaken, or defeated. The strength of your mental attitude determines the quality of your life. When your thoughts are focused on possibility, your emotions align with courage, your energy flows toward action, and your results begin to reflect your inner strength. When your thoughts are dominated by negativity, your energy disperses, your confidence falters, and your potential remains untapped. This is why mastering your mind is not optional. It is essential. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. Every idea you entertain, every belief you reinforce, and every mental pattern you cultivate is quietly constructing the life you will live tomorrow. Choose those thoughts wisely. Choose them deliberately. Adversity is inevitable. Life will challenge you. It will test your patience, your resilience, and your focus. But your response is entirely within your control. When your mind is trained to operate from positivity, clarity, and courage, every obstacle becomes a stepping stone, every setback a lesson, and every moment of doubt an opportunity to reinforce your inner strength. The mind that refuses to break in the face of challenge is a mind that commands its environment, shapes its reality, and moves through life with unstoppable momentum. Your emotions are directly shaped by your thoughts, and your actions are directly shaped by your emotions. This chain reaction is unstoppable once you learn to master it. Positive, empowering thoughts create confidence, clarity, and focus. Confidence, clarity, and focus generate decisive action. Decisive action produces momentum and results. This is the formula for creating an unbreakable positive mental attitude. It is not accidental. It is deliberate. It is intentional. And it is entirely within your control. Picture the life that comes from this mastery. A life where criticism cannot shake your confidence, where failure cannot diminish your courage, and where fear cannot dictate your decisions. A life where your mind is calm in chaos, clear in complexity, and unwavering in the face of adversity. Every thought you choose to reinforce your strength, every belief you cultivate in alignment with positivity, and every action you take in accordance with courage compounds over time, creating a life that is unstoppable, extraordinary, and limitless. Your mind is your command center, and every decision you make to protect, strengthen, and sharpen it brings you closer to the life you are capable of creating. Claim it, own it, strengthen it. You are powerful. You are unstoppable. You are limitless. Every thought you allow to dominate your mind either builds your strength or weakens it. Every belief you embrace either empowers you or confines you. Every perspective you choose either opens doors or closes them. Your mental attitude is the foundation of everything you achieve, everything you become, and everything you experience. Negativity, fear, and doubt erode this foundation, leaving you vulnerable to setbacks and failures. Positivity, courage, and unshakable belief strengthen it, creating a fortress of resilience that no external circumstance can penetrate. The power to shape your life, to control your emotions, and to dictate your actions lies entirely within your mind, and it is waiting for you to claim it. The challenges you face are not random. They are opportunities designed to reveal your true strength, to sharpen your focus, and to fortify your mental attitude. When life pushes against you, it is testing the limits of your courage, your discipline, and your clarity. The unbreakable mind does not shrink in the face of pressure. It rises, adapts, and transforms obstacles into momentum. Each setback becomes a lesson. Each criticism becomes a mirror for growth. Each fear becomes a fuel for action. By consistently choosing thoughts that reinforce resilience, optimism, and determination, you are constructing a mental framework that cannot be broken, shaken, or defeated. Your emotions are a direct reflection of your thoughts, and your actions are a reflection of your emotions. When you cultivate thoughts of possibility, strength, and positivity, your emotions align with courage, focus, and clarity. When your emotions align with courage, focus, and clarity, your actions become deliberate, effective, and unstoppable. Every small choice to reinforce this mindset compounds over time, creating momentum that propels you through challenges, obstacles, and uncertainty. This is the essence of an unbreakable positive mental attitude. It is a deliberate, repeatable process that transforms how you experience life, how you respond to difficulty, and how you achieve success. Life will constantly attempt to test your mental fortitude. It will present distractions, setbacks, and criticisms designed to shake your focus and diminish your resolve. But these forces only have power if you allow them to. When your mind is disciplined, focused, and committed to positivity, nothing external can control your energy, your confidence, or your decisions. Every negative thought can be met with a stronger, empowering thought. Every moment of doubt can be countered with belief in your ability to overcome. Every fear can be transformed into fuel that drives decisive action. The more you practice this, the stronger, clearer, and more unstoppable you become. Visualize moving through each day with an unshakable mind, a relentless spirit, and unwavering focus. Every challenge becomes an opportunity. Every setback becomes a stepping stone, and every moment of doubt becomes a chance to reinforce your strength. That life is not distant. It is created by deliberate mental discipline, conscious choice, and relentless commitment to cultivating a positive mental attitude. Your mind is your command center. Your mental attitude is your engine. Every thought, every belief, and every action you align with strength, courage, and optimism builds a life of extraordinary power, limitless potential, and unstoppable momentum. Claim it, protect it, strengthen it. You are unstoppable. You are limitless. You are powerful. Every moment your mind is shaping your reality. Every thought you choose, every belief you reinforce, every perspective you adopt is quietly building the life you live. Negativity erodes your energy. Fear limits your choices, and doubt sabotages your potential. Positivity fuels courage, determination amplifies focus, and belief unlocks your power. The unbreakable mental attitude is not something you are born with. It is something you create. It is forged in the deliberate daily practice of directing your thoughts toward empowerment, clarity, and relentless resilience. Your mind is the battlefield where victory is won or lost, and every conscious decision to strengthen it is a step toward becoming unstoppable. The challenges you face are not meant to stop you. They are tests of your commitment, courage, and mental discipline. Every obstacle, setback, and criticism is an opportunity to reinforce your inner strength. When you respond with focus instead of fear, action instead of hesitation, and positivity instead of despair, you are training your mind to operate at a higher level. Each act of mental discipline compounds, building momentum that carries you through adversity with clarity, courage, and purpose. The unbreakable mind does not rely on luck, talent, or external validation. It relies on deliberate choice, repeated practice, and unwavering commitment to growth. Your emotions are born from your thoughts, and your actions are born from your emotions. This chain reaction determines the trajectory of your life. Negative thinking creates fear, frustration, and hesitation, which leads to poor decisions and lost opportunities. Positive thinking creates confidence, clarity, and determination, which leads to decisive action and extraordinary results. The science is clear. The neural pathways you strengthen in your mind become your default patterns. The more you practice empowering, solution-focused, and courageous thinking, the more your mind naturally operates in a state of resilience, focus, and unstoppable momentum. Life will continually test you. It will challenge your patience, your focus, and your confidence. But the power to rise above these challenges lies entirely within you. When your mental attitude is disciplined, focused, and positive, external circumstances cannot control your energy, decisions, or results. Every negative thought is met with a stronger, empowering thought. Every moment of doubt is countered with deliberate action. Every fear is transformed into fuel that drives progress. With consistent practice, you will become unstoppable, not because life is easier, but because your mind has become unbreakable. Picture yourself moving through each day with clarity, courage, and unwavering focus. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Every setback is a stepping stone to greater strength. Every doubt is a signal to reinforce your resilience. That life is entirely within your reach, created by deliberate mental discipline, conscious thought, and relentless commitment to cultivating a positive mental attitude. Your mind is the command center, your mental attitude is the engine, and every thought and action aligned with strength, courage, and optimism builds a life of extraordinary power and limitless potential. Claim it, strengthen it, guard it. You are unstoppable. You are limitless. You are powerful. Every thought you allow to dominate your mind either empowers you or diminishes you. Every belief you reinforce either builds your confidence or feeds your fear. Every perspective you choose either opens doors or closes them. The quality of your mental attitude determines the quality of your life. Negativity drains energy, fear constricts possibility, and doubt limits action. Positivity fuels courage, determination amplifies focus, and unwavering belief unlocks potential. An unbreakable mental attitude is forged through conscious choice, disciplined thought, and relentless commitment. It is the cornerstone of resilience, the engine of momentum, and the foundation of every extraordinary life. Your mind is a battlefield, and every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen it. Life will continually test your patience, focus, and courage. Adversity is not designed to stop you. It is designed to reveal your strength. Every setback, criticism, and failure is a chance to rise higher, think clearer, and act bolder. The mind trained to respond with positivity, clarity, and determination converts obstacles into stepping stones, fear into fuel, and doubt into confidence. Each conscious choice to reinforce empowering thoughts compounds, creating unstoppable momentum that carries you through difficulty with unshakable focus and purpose. The chain reaction of thought, emotion, and action is the key to mastery. Your thoughts shape your emotions, and your emotions drive your actions. Negative thinking triggers fear, hesitation, and frustration, which leads to poor decisions and lost opportunities. Positive thinking triggers courage, focus, and confidence, which produces decisive action and extraordinary results. Neuroscience confirms this. The more you practice empowering, solution-focused, and courageous thinking, the stronger the neural pathways become. And the more your mind naturally operates in a state of resilience and unstoppable momentum. Your mental attitude is not theoretical. It is scientific, actionable, and entirely within your control. External circumstances will always attempt to challenge you, distract you, and diminish your resolve, but these forces only have power if you allow them to. The mind, discipline, and positivity cannot be shaken by criticism, failure, or adversity. Every negative thought is met with a stronger, empowering thought. Every moment of hesitation is met with decisive action. Every fear is transformed into fuel for progress. Consistency in this practice builds a mental fortress that cannot be broken. Life does not need to be easier for you to succeed. The mind trained in unshakable positivity ensures that you are stronger than any challenge that comes your way. Visualize a life you can create when your mind is unbreakable. A life where doubt cannot weaken your confidence, where fear cannot limit your action, and where setbacks become tools for growth. Every challenge becomes an opportunity. Every difficulty becomes a stepping stone. Every thought you intentionally reinforce compounds into unstoppable momentum. Your mind is your command center. Your mental attitude is your engine. Every thought and every action aligned with courage, optimism, and determination builds a life defined not by circumstance, but by the unshakable power within you. Guard it, strengthen it, claim it. You are unstoppable, you are limitless, you are powerful.